So before I get started with this video showing you the Sears, what's left of the Sears in Hicksville, I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, including my mom. My mom, unfortunately, she passed away from a recurrence of breast cancer back in 2000. But me and my mom were very close, and here's a photo of actually another photo here of my mom with her parents and my grandfather there, who I've actually turned out a lot like. He was into photography too, and I'm like, we're actually turning out. I'm turning out just like him, almost, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, yeah, I mean, things have changed so much on Long Island, and you'll hear me talking about this in the video. I grew up in Levittown, in North Wandsworth, but Levitt section of North Wandsworth, and back then it was all middle class. Now it's totally different, but back then it was middle class. I mean, and when you went out east to Suffolk County, like here at the Montauk Lighthouse, there weren't snobs. It was just regular people. It's changed a lot now. The East End is now full of the snobs from the city who have come in and taken over and everything, which is really unfortunate, And, I mean, some of these pictures are from the 90s. I mean, Belmore, this is a picture outside the North Belmore Library. Very middle class, very nice. It was nothing like the way it is now. Nothing like the way it is. And I'm going to be actually making a video about some of the more detailed demographic video about Long Island, about the areas around the trains and all that other stuff. But without further ado, I guess we can now proceed to today's video. So it's going to start off with an office building that was actually in Hicksville that's been sitting empty ever since it was built. It's been sitting empty for. So as you'll hear in this video, I sound kind of down because it is very depressing to see one of your childhood memories closed. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so on this Mother's Day, we're going to be taking a look at the abandoned Sears here in Hicksville. It is now closed. So many memories here I had, with my family, and it's a shame to see this store closed. This is really part of Long Island here. It really is part of Long Island. It's such a shame to see it closed. But we're going to take a little look at it now that it is closed. We don't know how long it's going to sit like this for. There's a lot of abandoned properties here in Hicksville, and this doesn't help. So here you go. Here's what it looks like, folks. Actually see inside pretty well. Zoom in. Very upsetting for me to see, but I have to show you. Completely empty, deserted, vacant. Such a shame to see this place closed. It's Mother's Day, and of course I think about my mom. The Long Island I grew up on, which is completely different from Long Island today. It was middle class, and Sears was part of that middle class suburbia. That Leave It to Beaver middle class suburbia that I grew up in here on Long Island. Where people lived comfortable lifestyles, but it wasn't all about having the fanciest thing. It was about living a good life, but not being too snobby or anything like that. It's completely different now, of course. So we will walk around the store, all right, for a little bit, show you Looks like completely abandoned. I'm worried this is going to be another spot for the bumps to hang out eventually. You can see it's completely abandoned. Here we go again. You can see inside. I don't know what that noise is, but yeah, it's completely abandoned. I have a Generac here. It is really such a shame to see. It really is. To see this all abandoned. This used to be where the McDonald's was. There used to be a McDonald's in here. They want to knock this down and turn this into some type of luxury development, luxury housing development. This is a real shame. Yeah, the auto body shop is abandoned too. It's all abandoned. They have the power on in there still. You know, probably for security purposes. This is one of the largest Sears in the country. Sears was a store I grew up with. You know, it's part of America, and we're start losing each store one by one. So here we go. We'll take more video. They even took the little sticker that said Sears Roebuck and Company out of the window. They took that out too. This was part of America, man, you know? This was part of Long Island. Part of Long Island has died. And it's the middle class part. The closure of this store is really part of that. See the weeds starting to grow and everything. It's such a shame to see. Very upsetting for me to see, but I have to show you anyway. There's the label scar. We'll just show you the front of the store. Take you to the front. Oh man. Out-of-state plates in that car. Definitely, most likely illegals. They have a sign for fixture sale. Somehow I think they sold all the fixtures already. Another look at it. So sad. This used to be the center of action when I was growing up here. Sears was the center of action. And now it's abandoned. When this store closed, part of me died. And it's really a damn shame. It didn't have to happen. It didn't have to happen. Look what comes in here to turn around now. Nice bus. Yeah, the buses are coming in here to turn around, I guess. Yeah, they come in here and they turn around. That's the 48, not 49. So we're getting one last look at this place. It's all going to be demolished, knocked down. And I mean, originally they were supposed to put a Wegmans in here, and this area actually needs a supermarket. But from what I've heard, the latest is that they want to build this luxury apartment complex for more uppity people. Man, one more look. One more look. That's where I got some really good deals on shoes. No more. I know change is inevitable, but this is something that didn't have to happen. No, it didn't have to happen. Let's not forget there was the Sears Auto Center too. I remember when, back when we had cold winters, our battery died in the car. We got it jumped. We were in the Hicksville area. We got it jumped. This is when I was a kid, my family, and we went here. We went here to get a new battery, Die Hard. I remember it was good. While we waited for them to put the battery in, we'd go to Sears, we'd go into the mall. This is all gone now, too, as well. Though the people who run this auto center set up a new auto center. You'll see in the sign. So the auto body shop at Sears has moved. So they're still around, but at a new location. Yeah, this used to be a neon sign. It's off now. Such a shame. But this is what happens. This is what's happening to our island, man. And they want to build luxury housing here. You know, how about affordable housing? How about housing for people who... This would be a good place for lower income people to live. You know, law-abiding citizens. When people hear low-income housing, they automatically think criminals. But why not for citizens, law-abiding citizens? There are plenty of law-abiding citizens that are down on their luck, that could use a decent place to live. I'm lucky I finally found a safe place to live in Mineola. All right, look at how long it took, and look at how hard I had to fight. People shouldn't have to go through that. If they want to build housing, that's the kind of housing they should build. Why does it have to be luxury housing? It doesn't have to be luxury housing. Anyway, so I'll finish it up here. It's just such a shame, you know. I mean, you could still put a supermarket here. This is a huge property, but they need a supermarket here. You know, Wegmans, and then let's build some affordable housing. You know, we have all these young people who can't afford to live on Long Island anymore. Why do we need more luxury housing? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. This place is also out of business too. It's another empty spot. So there's a lot of empty spots here in Hicksville. Because again, this part of the island is being neglected. Now they want to move rich people in. See how well that goes. Probably have a bunch of empty units. It's not gonna work. Anyway, that's it for this area. Oh, I see. It's this business is over there, but this spot is empty. All right, let's go to the train station where I'll wrap up this video. All right, we're approaching the train station. I'll wrap up this video, but you know, it's just depressing seeing all that and all this empty space here. What is this from? These are from the bums. They just hang their plastic bags up over there, I guess, and just leave them there. You know, I really thought I was going to slow down things on this channel and what I do here, but I can see that I can't.
because there's too much going on, there's too much to talk about, and nobody else is talking about it. And it is my duty as an American citizen and as a Long Islander to talk about these things. Man, look at the potholes in this parking lot. I don't see the parking lots on the Babylon branch look like this, but when on other Babylon branch, this is what the middle of the island is turning into, and it's really unfortunate. And one thing I want to point out to you, see that parking garage over there, Town of Oyster Bay parking garage. That's gonna have to be closed for the summer because the parking garage before it had to be torn down and had to be rebuilt due to cracks. And now this garage has not built properly, and there's cracks in it, and they're gonna have to close it and fix it again. This is the corruption in the Town of Oyster Bay. And then again, I was part of that. And how does that happen? You know, how does that happen? So a lot of vacancies in these buildings over here. We're heading over to the train station again. At least there were a bunch of drunks here at this time yesterday, but they're not here now. Anyway, I guess that'll wrap up this video. So we have to continue to speak up about what's going on Long Island. Look at this building here. This building looks like it's partially abandoned. I showed this before. But yes, today we have the half-hourly service. And Mineola was busier too, because we had the half-hourly service back today. So, anyway, I'm going to keep speaking up for what's wrong on Long Island. With the Pine Barrens, with their transportation, with the corruption, and the discrimination, and of course the weather. That is definitely not normal. And with that, this video comes to an end.
They don't love me anymore.
Jerry, please don't bring